What's up guys, Mr. Who's the Boss here, and today is a massively requested video. I'm going to combine two of your favourite topics, tech and Android, into one awesome video. Welcome to Best Tech for your Android smartphone. Alright, so let's start things off with this smart turtle. And if I was to kind of summarize it in one sentence, it's a beanbag for your phone, which I know sounds totally ridiculous, but it holds your phone up in any orientation. It's got this quite unusually textured sticky pad on it, which can be used an unlimited amount of times and doesn't really wear down at all. Your phone will stick onto it and hold in pretty much any orientation. Having said that, it's hardly the most elegant contraption out there. The edges kind of bulge out just slightly outside the boundaries of the phone, which makes it just look a little bit podgy. But the real selling point here is that it just doesn't budge, so I felt more than comfortable using it to flick through my Spotify playlist when I was cooking, or changing the volume when I was watching a film. Right, so in a completely different price spectrum altogether, these are the Meze 99 Classics. Are they expensive? Yeah, very much so. But after having spent a good week or so with them, I have to say I'm just falling in love. The isolation, the fit is really fantastic. Whilst they are very well built, there's kind of a metal strip running around the whole thing, they don't feel particularly heavy, they actually feel quite lightweight and portable. The sound quality is warm, it's got a nice sort of bass to it, but at the same time it does not overshadow that huge amount of detail on offer. On top of that, they work especially well with smartphones. Most high-end headphones have a very high impedance, which means they require external power, but that's not the case here. And if you're into that kind of stuff, the packaging is ultra premium. It really makes you feel like you're buying a high-quality piece of kit. Which, well, you are. So next up is the Martop 2-axis stabilizer. And I've been wanting to recommend a stabilizer to you guys for kind of a while now, but I just never quite found one that fit the bill. So what you do is you put your phone inside the bracket and it will stabilize your phone's camera footage. So it gives you both vertical and horizontal stabilization, but unfortunately it doesn't do 3 axes, so it doesn't cover rotational movements. But as you can see, looking at the before and after, there's a huge difference. It transforms your smartphone's kind of shaky looking, unprofessional footage into something more cinematic. It's got a great build quality and some pretty interesting features too. For example, the ability to lock onto a target or to use Bluetooth so that you can fully control your camera. So next up is the Tilt Smart Charger, and to be honest with you guys, I don't think I've really seen anything quite like it. It's really interesting. So it's a wall charger, it charges your Android phone. It's got an on-off switch so you can turn it off, and it's also got enough power to charge 2 phones at once. It's got one inbuilt cable, but I have to say it's a tad on the small side, so you might need an extension. But the really interesting thing is that once you unplug this charger from the wall, it's got a 6000 mAh capacity, so you can also take it anywhere. And on the topic of charging, we've got this wireless charger right here. And from the outside it looks pretty normal, but its feature set is really quite useful. Not only has it got a capacity of 8000 mAh, which for wireless power banks at least is definitely on the higher side, but it's also got double-sided charging, so you can put your phone over either on the front or the rear and it will still charge. It's got 4 indication LEDs, and something quite interesting is that it's got an anti-slip coating. I felt pretty confident giving it a good shake when my phone was on there. And then we have maybe a little bit of an obvious one, but a skin. And the one I'm using right here is a cicret skin, but to be honest there's plenty of other good companies out there. You could go for dbrand, you could go for extreme skins, but the point is that having a skin on your phone gives you some level of protection, but also doesn't take away from the slickness of the phone. Manufacturers spend ages crafting devices that look and feel great in the hands, and sticking a bulky case on them kinda just takes away from that a little bit. Oh, and they're also great for adding that little splash of colour to your phone. But it's worth bearing in mind that while they will protect against scratches and fingerprints, they're not going to stop your phone breaking if you drop it. So guys, that's it from me for now. I really hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you use it to make your smartphone awesome. If you're not already subscribed, there's a ton of cool stuff coming, so make sure you whack that subscribe button. And with that being said, I'm Mr. Who's the Boss, and I'm signing out.